Greetings, I'm Shad.
And greetings, I am Tyranth.
Tyranth, we're doing it again. We're looking at sword fails.
McDojo stuff, to be precise.
I love this stuff.
I don't know if our original first episode has come out yet, so if this turns up being the first episode, we're doing some McDojo stuff.
It's just so good. It's so good.
Yes. Most of these clips are from McDojo Life. Big shout out to them because, they go through the hard work of compiling all this. So.
Yes. We are focusing on mostly sword stuff. There's some knife stuff here and there, but some of this stuff is unironically amazing. So much so that we're doing multiple of these videos, so subscribe so you don't miss out. Like, genuinely, there's so much fun stuff that we're doing here on Shadiversity, as well as practical sword tests, practical sword reviews, analysing fantasy and how it's integrated, medieval stuff. So just subscribe. Seriously, if you're here watching this, enjoying the video, chances are you like the content. And so you don't want to miss out. Because there's also another category that we're going to get to, another one, which is like delusional stuff, where this is people actually trying to, this video specifically, trying to propose functional sword techniques or moves.
Yes. This one falls into our sword fails category, but there's no blood in this one, no, loss of limbs or anything like that. This one is just purely a bit more fun.
Yes.
So these ones are interesting because people are batshit. How do you describe it? That's it.
I know, right? It's like, you'll see, we'll look at this stuff and it's just like, how do people
think this could work?
So this one does come to us from McDojo Life. Again, just a good job, curating, collecting them all. And so this is sword self-defense.
Right.
Are you ready for it, Tyranth?
Yeah, Yeah.
So, it's attacking with a sword.
Yeah. There it is. Yeah. This is a pet peeve of mine. I hate these ones where they just dodge out of the way. You are so quick. You're Flash. You can just dodge out of someone's strike. Don't get me wrong. If you're quick, you know what you're doing. Maybe you can parry out of the way or whatever. But if somebody's coming at you with a dedicated strike, you can't just appear next to them.
Yeah, you actively track your opponent, and in the middle of the strike, if you see him moving, you just readjust.
You move as well. Yeah.
And what's amazing about this one, I don't even think he was aiming for him.
Yeah.
I think he was just missing completely because the guy doesn't even move. He just pushes his head down. And so this, what he does next is just. So, Tyranth, how easy is it to manipulate someone's blade when they got a good firm grip on it?
With 2 fingers, not possible.
Not possible.
Not possible.
It's hard enough with a sword, and that's if you have leverage on your strong and you're on their weak or something like that. It's just like 2 fingers.
If you want to know how a technique can work in the real world, spar with someone. Get a non-compliant person to train with, and then you'll see if it's possible. And that's what I hate about all of these demonstrations, is it's always the person is following a moveset, like a video game.
Yeah.
They are running in a straight line, and you can just do whatever you want. It's like, well, in the real world situation, they can also do whatever they want. I mean, especially if they've got a knife, or they are in control of that situation, not you.
And it's so funny where he's literally thinking, it's so easy, just grab it 2 fingers and then move it, and where he moves it, it's like, oh, he got him.
Ah, yes, of course.
And look, now I wonder.
No, what makes me mad, man, is there is a group of 20, 30-year-old dudes in the back, 30 of them, and they're all just sitting there
yeah,
seems legit.
And I wonder about this guy right here, who's just playing along, being the stooge, willing to just let himself die.
I would just love to see one person
not die in real life, but
one person in that crowd go, I don't think so. Just one. Come on,
right?
Come on. What? Do you see him shake his head there's nothing I can do about that?
I know, it's so good, so good.
Yeah, it's impossible to beat.
And this one again, he I can't even go forward. He's not even aiming. He's straight miss.
Yeah.
And then grab the. The guy isn't even trying.
This has to be fake. This has to be fake.
But they're all watching, so yep.
maybe that's the joke. Maybe they're just like, let's make a viral video, because that is no way.
I mean, do you think the sensei actually knows how bad this is and is trying to troll them and is like the kung fu we taught them just to see if he could get away with it? We taught them wrong as a joke.
I don't think that's what's happening, but I reckon it would be funny if you were a sensei, a master, and said, I'm going to do something so stupid just to see if anybody says anything or if they're all just sheep. Because what is this?
Yeah, I mean, it's just... So here we have a very powerful technique in defeating a sword.
Sure.
Like, truly unbeatable.
Can't wait to see it.
Hey, you're ready for this?
On the edge of my seat.
Super powerful technique? It's silly string.
Sure, but this one's complicated. Because there is a caveat there, like pocket sand.
Like, you might get surprised.
Yeah. But I don't know about, like, you know, people just falling to the ground like they've died. No.
Why are they falling over?
Is it supposed to be, like, a substitute for something else?
I don't know. But they, like, fall over, like...
I love how he gets it caught on his head. I love that.
Roll,
I love that.
That roll was, like... That was absolutely necessary for a functional technique.
Yeah, of course it was. Yeah. See, you can see the dude in the background. I can't point at it, but the dude in the background laughing. He's smiling, so he knows it's BS.
These guys are acting like they just got flashbanged. They're like, oh, my eyes! Ah!
I love the roll.
Yeah, like... The roll just proves this is all for show.
Yeah.
It's nonsense. So you reckon that guy's smiling?
Look at him. He's smiling there. He knows it's BS. They're funny. You see these videos on the internet. They're funny. But the level of delusion is like I actually just don't understand it.
Yeah, like subscribe so you actually get to watch our full Delusion episode of this, where and we have stuff to talk about. How people get bought into it, and I actually think it's a form of mass delusion hypnosis. But subscribe, so there's a next one coming out. Okay,
it's the chi stuff.
Yes, it is. It's the chi key.
Yeah.
Is this what this is?
Yeah.
Oh, we need to. Okay, preview, I guess.
Preview, sure.
Preview for the super delusion stuff, because there's
it fits within the channel because there's a sword in this one.
Oh, there's swords in the other ones as well.
Oh, okay. All right.
I guess it's a preview to the delusion.
I don't get it. I don't get how somebody could film this and then post this into the internet and think this is sick.
Okay. We're gonna show this in the Delusion one with all the other ones, and we're gonna dive into what makes it. But that's the preview. We're focusing on bad techniques in this one. You snuck this on me. It shouldn't have been in this, but you got a sneak peek. All right, so here we have another sword defense, super compliant, opponent video, right?
Yeah. Again,
it's so easy to dodge a sword, guys.
I don't get what people don't understand about this. When you are fighting someone, they can also move.
Yes.
They are not glued. It's not a game mechanic where they're locked in a position. You can move your sword.
It's like they think there's a frozen image of them in place, and when they move aside, it's this teleportation thing, and the sword will always...
It's so common. Why is it so common? I don't get it.
And, like, even if someone was so fast that they dodge aside, you know what you do? You switch into a horizontal cut.
Yeah.
Right? Grab again. It's so easy to manipulate a sword when you hold on to it.
Sure. Yeah.
And by the way, I find it interesting where a lot of these grab ones are only with katanas because of back edge. Like,
sure.
See that? No, I'm sorry. It's again.
What the...
I love how smug the senseis are acting. Like it's just so effortless. Look at him, like, don't even need to try it. It's this old guy who's like, just watch me. It's so easy. And he's acting like it's obvious. See how great. And the guy just let go.
Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do you think it's an ego thing for some of these old?
I don't know, because it's young ones as well. Like the other dude was young. I don't know what it is about teaching fake techniques.
But I think
I just don't get
even
it.
with the young, I think perhaps it's ego stuff where they get to get this high, like, look how great I am.
Sure, but even if you had like a crazy ego, wouldn't you at least try and like implement techniques that somewhat look realistic, not just straight up BS? Because the moment somebody challenges you, even the slightest bit, this all falls apart.
Oh, yeah.
If I just hold on to the sword like a normal person, you're not going to be able to do that. So why would you try and teach it that way?
And the mere concept of trying to fight against someone with a sword and you're unarmed is almost suicide. If the person with the sword is even half competent, right? Good friggin' luck. Yeah, it's one of those. No, you should run. Like,
it's also very risky because a lot of these are grabbing the blade. Like, it's not that you can't grab a blade, but you are at a disadvantage. So teaching a technique where that is your first impulse to just grab a blade barehanded, sword is very slippery. And even if you've got a tight grip, someone who actually wants to hurt you can hurt you.
And there are actual viable self-defense strategies against an armed opponent, especially with a sword. This isn't it.
Usually grabbing the blade is not your first.
No, you actually,
first off, run. That's your first one.
That's the first thing. And if you can't run, one of the ways is to actually close the distance and grapple. Grapple them, grapple their hands, not the blade, okay, and try and neutralize the sword in some way. We might actually, it's worth doing a video on viable stuff, because a sword is actually a bit more it's a different beast to knife defense.
Knife, yeah,
because even when you grapple, you can still but with a sword it's harder to actually try and get that point and hurt someone who is grappling you and grabbing. That again, I think this is what the thing annoys me. It's so easy to dodge that first attack. It's like
sure, yep.
Like, let me hold the sword and try and dodge it.
Yeah, though. Maybe people just don't want to call people out. Like, when they're doing it, they're sitting in the crowd and they're like, oh, maybe I should just, not say anything. I don't want to cause a scene.
But also, right, there's another side to this where the guy that came in then was telegraphing a mile away, going all the way. Like, if you were actually wanting to do a forward strike that the person is seeing coming and they're trying to do, you would actually be holding a bit forward and do a snap, quick lunge hit, which is very hard to see coming.
I just love how it's always presented so easy. Yeah. Like, having a sword or a massive a force multiplier with reach, to disarm it, you just need this one technique and you can do it. It's like, there's a reason why weapons have existed since all of human history, and it's not because they're not just easy to get rid of. It's like armor in movies. Everything blasts through. It's like, there's a reason why armor exists, to protect against those exact things.
It's amazing. Like, oh gosh. Like, the guy has two hands on the sword and the master is just manipulating. It's like, no, that's not how leverage works.
Yeah, not only that, look at their stance. He's just standing there casually. The dude with at least a more grounded stance, you would not have leverage over him, is what I'm saying.
You know what kind of infuriates me? Just looking at where this is located, look at all the awards that are on the shelf in the background.
Why. It just makes it seem legit. Awards? I don't know if they're awards, but like...
This guy is probably praised as a grand master.
Right.
That everyone, is like, you must respect the sensei and stuff. When this guy is a fake clown. From what we're seeing, maybe he has some other stuff, I don't know, but what we're seeing, this is trash.
Yeah.
Okay?
I don't think that's controversial to say.
No, it should be.
Like, come on.
He got him. Stop. Again, big telegraph swing, and so it's that first. And so just dodge it. It's like, nah, it's not happening. Sorry, the double hand on the. Gosh, we might need to try and recreate some of these. We've done the sword fails recreation.
We don't even need to, though, because we both know that a human that is non-compliant can change the direction of their weapon. I'm not a video game character. I don't have to continue my motion. I can move it to the side or bring it around. I can do things.
But we've got the protective equipment. I actually do want to try that. See if you can dodge the forward thing in and try and grab the blade or something like that. Again, subscribe. It's something I want to do as an outside video where we'll try some of this McDojo sword defense techniques. Like, look at this. What is he doing? And now it's... all that guy has to do is step back. and pull it out of the grip. It's amazing. Just wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Did you want to see some worse stuff?
We do have worse stuff. Subscribe so you get to see more of this. And also, I want to try some of this out for real now. Just to look, it'll help emphasize how bullcrap it is. Where it's like, Tyranth, you gotta get to try and hit me.
It's just so stupid. Like, it's not even the fun kind of stupid. It's like, this is ridiculous type thing. Jeez.
Hope to see you there. And look, why don't you check out one of our previous... We've got sword fails, but also McDojo stuff now as well. There's a video right here. There's so much content, guys. So much content. And if you enjoyed this video, chances are you're going to really enjoy that video. And you'll enjoy the content, so subscribe. Hope to see you there.